Welcome back. So, first we saw in the introduction that there are three basic swaras or with variation four. What are they? Udata, Anudata, Swarita, and Dheergha Swarita. Of which the definition of Swarita is somewhat tricky because it is said it is supposed to consist of half Udata and half Anudata of its time scale in which the note is rendered or the swara is rendered. So, what is the example that we should remember? To take a Dheergha Swaritam, it makes it very easy. When you say Gananaham Tva, whenever you go up in a Swaritam, na, you don't say na up and suddenly say Gananaham Tva. You don't just jump as if you are falling over a cliff. That means there has to be a smoothening of your voice and you have to slide properly. This sliding automatically makes that you go up in your note or in the pitch and bring it down. So, Gananaham Tva, right? The same is true of even a short letter. When you take Kaving, Kavinam, you cannot say full Ka because when you say Ik, your tongue is touching the contact point. Therefore, when you say ah, it is okay. You cannot say ganana. When you say what happens? There is a dental touch. Aha, when you open, then you can continue with your swarita, right? Adirga swarita. In kaving, kavina. Therefore, what happens is in a short letter, the swarita goes up only by half a matra kala, which consists of the sound a in ka, ik plus a. Now, in gananaham twa, what did we see? A long letter consists of the halant, half a matra, and a, e, those kind of long letters, 1.5 matra. Therefore, when a Dheergha Swaritam is put over, marked over na, that means the a sound of the na has to be extended to 3 matras. Therefore, when you say Gananaham Twa, the na will take 3.5 matra, and with the pause that comes as a letter pause, the total matra will become 4 before you touch the next letter. Please understand that when you just move from musical notes one to the other, there will be a slide. The Swaritam is a very classical case of how you slide and reach to the lower level. That is, normally you utter any Veda Swara. Next, you should be ready to move into the Udata. Right? Now, even when you say an Anudata, Eva, you try to move up after you complete the pronouncing the A. Therefore, there will always be a sliding between the swara as it happens in the musical note. So, if you read Taitriya Pradishakya, it is all they say, the masters, he means the rishis, as sliding. So, to understand the sliding and implement it properly will be your key role in the first to 6 months or 1 year of learning the Vedas. Let us take the some other words like, in Dheergha Swarita, Ava Bhaktaram, Ava Shrotaram. Because the Ra goes and it gets only a quick time, we are doubling it. That will be covered in the basic rules for Dheergha Swarita. But Vaktaram, you tend to slide down. Say Purastahat, again you go up in Ta and come down to meet with it. Right? Kindly note that the effect of the Swarita, that is the second part could be having an effect of on a halant like in, etc. If the Dheergha Swarita comes over a especially short Anuswara, it will get extended to the or a halant like in. Another apt example you can see is Vajana Gum Satpatim Patim. The T itself gets half a matra, and that half a matra should be only is available for going up and down in the curve. So How it can be done in half a matra? Therefore, it gets extended, and a part of the downward effect will also come in the anuswara. Let me take a same word with a variation in the length. One is asya, another is asya. Let us assume the asya, ya, has got a anudatam, or asya, the ya, has got a anudatam. Let us say the following word is nama, the na is a udatam. So what happens? What is there in asya? A is ya. In what is there in ya? Ya, y, e, and a. Therefore, if it's an anudatam, the ya will slide, it gets only half a matra time, right? So it comes and it won't slide and come up. Please remember this. In an anudatam, there is no concept of half an anudatam and half udatam, nothing like that. Because an anudatam tone is always, the tone is or the pitch is on the complete lower side. So, asya. Now, next you are going to nama, but when you say asya nama, the na, the a part, when you come to the of nama, then only the udatam takes into effect. Now, what happens if there is a anudatam for the word asya? It is again a is, what is ya? E, the halant with a y, and a long a. So what is it? The matra for y, e, is half, and for a is 1.5. So the sliding, when you say asya, will come for 1.5 matra. So entire 1.5 matra, you will keep a lower tone asya, but there will be a slight sliding effect. Now, the sliding effect that is given is normally guided by your guru's teaching. So please remember this. Now let us go to Swarita. Asya. So what happened? A is ya. The ya, as usual, you have got an a only for half a matra. So because it is a Swaritam, Asya, so the part will, for only half a matra, it will go on up and down, right? Right? So next look at Asya. Now, the long letter gets 1.5 matra. Because it is Dheergha Swaritam, it will be uttered over 3 matra. Therefore, the Udata part of taking it up will be 1.5 matra. And the Anudatam part of bringing it down will be 1.5 matra. So, you get more time. That means your tone will have a higher reach. In the next video, we will show a kind of an ideal curve, may not be exactly ideal as per all the schools, explaining the ascent as well as descent of the word Asya and Asya. If you observe what is the matra kala that is available for a Swarita, Dheergha Swarita, Anudata, right? Based on the matra kala of the vowel sound, you will learn to slide. But you should observe your guru, and in the initial part of our learning, we used to actually move from one note or swara to another note so abruptly. But if you observe and implement it properly as a practice, in about 6 months to 1 year time, your sliding between the various swaras will become much more smoothened. At the start of a recital, normally you start with the Om. That Om normally will be at Udata. Because if you fix the Udata, it becomes easy for you to slide to the next Anudata, or keep it at the same level for the upcoming Udata if it is a Udatam that follows a Udata. Now, what happens is in music, we said like Pa is the medium, or its note doesn't change, Panchama. Like that, in music they used to practice Sa, Pa, Sa. So they are fixing their scale. In Krishna Yajur Veda, you need to be worried about only a Udata. So when you say Om, the Udata is correctly fixed. It is easy for you to slide from there easily, like saying Om Bhadrangarne, because Ba is a Anudata. When you have an Udatam as the first, as an Akshara, the next letter or Akshara can be Anudatam, Udatam, Swaritam or a Dheergha Swaritam. That means you have got possibly four other combinations. Similarly, in a Vedic statement, it starts with an Anudatam. The next letter can be an Anudatam, Udatam, Swaritam or Dheergha Swaritam. But when it's a Swaritam, it can be followed by either an Anudatam or a Udatam only. There are special cases in which two Swaritam gets formed together and it is called a Kampa Swara, which we will see later after understanding more concept. Similarly, when you have a Dheergha Swarita, the following letter can be a Anudatam or a Udatam. Therefore, in the slide, we have also given it in a table. The combination of swaras of two letters, we have given 12. 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 as in the slide. That becomes 12. But when one Udata is followed by another Udata or one Anudata is followed by another Anudata, there is no variation. Therefore, in Krishna Yajur Veda, you get 10 combinations of sliding or movement between swaras. This is somewhat similar to the Dasavida Gamaga, which is practiced or which is an integral part of the Carnatic music. So this should also be remembered. When you practice this sliding of all the 10 combinations, please take a known area like Rudra and practice this with three letters together. For example, a typical combination of Anudata, Udata and Swarita, you say Rudraya, 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 like. Or you can take a simple word like in a two-letter word like Rama. You say Rama, 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 Rama. Ra is here, Ra is Anudatam, Ma is Udatam, right? Or you can say Rama, Rama, Rama. Ra is here, Udatam. Ma is Swaritam. Like you can practice by taking these letters, and slowly it's better to take letters from the Rudra. I understand somewhere this is available in the site of Puttaparthi Sai Baba. They have a Vedic lesson. I don't know whether it is a part of vedamu.org, but somebody has written to me because we were not aware of where we have not gone to the site where you can take a combination of words to practice the swaras. One more hint I would like to give is in Rudra, Isha Ve Namaha. E is Udatam, Sha goes up, that is Swaritam, Ve. It is Anudatam. It becomes an Anudatam to support the Udatam which is coming, following in Na and Maha, which is Swaritam. So Isha Ve, Isha Ve. If you say practice like this, you will get a very good idea and you can smoothen your sliding. So the main point that you have learned is when you move from one swara to the other swara, there is a sliding. Uttering the swarita, there is a slide in the uttering the swaritam itself. When you practice the swara or you are practicing at home, reading or even in the class, if you are new to the Veda class, please remember that you have to utter the mantra slowly so that you get sufficient time for sliding. So normally Guru asks you to repeat his statement twice and you normally repeat it slowly. As you gain experience or you memorize the mantra, then only normally you will see Gurus will increase the speed. See, we have tried our best to bring in whatever we wanted to cover in that video about sliding. I hope the sound quality is tolerable for you. The main point is you are sliding smoothly, and that is the key point in the swaras. That's what you have to learn first. So, with this, let us close this part and start the next part in a next video. Till then, thank you and goodbye.